Hi, I'm Jason Huerkamp with Living in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and today we are going to answer a question that almost no agent is willing to answer. Who are the top 5 agents here in the Twin Cities? So we're going to break down who are the top 5 agents in the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul, and the surrounding suburbs. We're going to break it down by online reviews, specialty people. We're going to look at overall teams, and a lot of these are going to be teams. So stick around and we're going to show you who those top 5 real estate agents are. So quite frankly, if you're a buyer or you're a seller, choosing the right real estate agent can frankly be a nightmare, right? There are almost 21,000 active real estate agents in the Twin Cities metro, the 13 county metro area, if you will. And it's really hard to choose who's going to be the person that's going to be the best match for you. And when you're putting probably your biggest financial decision, whether you're buying or selling, at risk, you owe it to yourself to find the person that's the perfect agent for you. And not every agent's going to be the right agent for your situation, but we're going to go through who the top 5 best rated real estate agents are here in the Twin Cities, and hopefully that will help you make an informed choice as a consumer. That's right, we've done all the digging in this so you don't have to. So we're going to get into who the top 5 are right now. So we really looked at 2 things when we decided who were going to be these people that were going to be on the list, right? And the main thing that we looked at was online reviews, specifically Google reviews, number of reviews, and the score that they had on average with those reviews. Additionally, we looked at closed number of units in the last 12 months. So let's get into who these agents are and what they're about and the various brokerages that they're with. So in no particular order, let's go through who Google says are the most reviewed with the highest score. The first team that we're going to talk about is Kirby and Christina. Kirby and Christina are with Remax Results. Their main base is out of Plymouth, Minnesota, and they, as the time of this recording, had 1,128 reviews and they had a 5-star rating. So a large team, does a lot of business, based in Plymouth, which is on the west side of the metro. Been a long tenured team, tons of Google reviews, tons of reviews on other platforms. So again, first one, Kirby and Christina with Remax Results. And again, these are in no particular order. So the second team that we're going to talk about is the Minnesota Real Estate Team. They're based in Bloomington, Minnesota. At the time of this recording, they had 269 5-star reviews, and their founder, Ryan O'Neill, is very active in the community. He does a really great job. So the third team that we're going to talk about is the Chris Lindahl Real Estate Team. They're based out of Roseville, Minnesota. I'm sure many of you have seen his advertising, whether on billboards, whether on TV. At the time of this recording, they had 2,075 reviews and they received 4.9 stars overall. The fourth team that we're going to talk about is the John Schuster Team. The John Schuster Team is based out of Edina, Minnesota. At the time of this recording, they have 569 reviews and they've received 5 stars on average of those reviews. The fifth team that we're going to talk about is my team. We have 730 5-star reviews as the time of this recording. So you can see there's really 5 teams overall that have quite a few reviews that are very highly rated. And again, this is unbiased information that any of you can feel free to go on and Google and look. The most important thing when you're going to hire somebody is looking at their past track record, what they've done, where they have done it, looking at online reviews from various sources. Make sure you fact check anybody who you're going to entrust with your most precious financial decision, right? Don't just hire somebody that's got 5 Google reviews that was a referral from a friend. That's just probably not the best idea. You want to make sure that you're dealing with a professional that is an expert. Not just an expert at real estate. You want to make sure that you're dealing with somebody that is an expert in the particular field that you're looking for, whether that be new construction, whether it be land, whether it be lakeshore, whether it be golf course communities, potentially it could be remodeling, investor. So there are teams, and many of which that I've talked about, that have people on the team, including our team, that can help you with any single one of those and can help you for life with any single one of those different types of real estate, even including commercial. We do commercial on our team too. So many of these teams can help you with every facet of real estate because they're big enough that they can have somebody that actually specializes in each particular one of those. And so that's why it's super important as a consumer to really do your research. Look at the reviews that you see on Zillow. Look at the reviews that you see on Yelp. Look at the reviews on Google. And that's probably the place that I would focus the most on. What kind of marketing are they going to do to sell your home? And what are they going to do to help you find a home? Are they able to help you find homes that are off market? Are they able to help you find homes that are distressed? So let's talk about the 4 things you need to watch out for when you're finding that perfect agent, whether you're buying or selling. And first and foremost is overpromise stuff that they really can't deliver on. In today's day and age, you really need to fact check who the people are that you're working for. If they don't have 50 plus Google reviews, if they don't have 50 plus reviews on Zillow, those all should be tremendous red flags. Remember, the average agent sells 5 homes a year. Let that sink in. The average agent sells 5 homes a year, right? On our team, the average agent sells 17 homes a year. So the average agent on our team is going to be 3.5 times more in tune with the market than the average agent that you're going to be looking at. So you want to make sure that you're working with somebody that actually has experience and can back up, what they're doing. Second thing I would look at is lack of experience in your neighborhood or lack of experience in the area that you're looking. Do yourself a favor, go on Zillow. You can see a past sold map for every single agent. And if the agent's not on Zillow, I would seriously consider that it's not a good choice to work with at all. They need to be on Zillow. They need to have reviews on Google for, at least for me, to trust who I'm working with. And if I'm buying property in another state, which I've done, I really rely on Google and Zillow reviews and then looking at the Zillow map that shows all of their current listings and all of their past sales. If you look at the Huerkamp Home Group, we have over 3,200 past sales, and they're all over the metro because we have agents that live in various parts of the metro. So we're gonna be able to help you out throughout the whole entire Twin Cities and Western Wisconsin. Make sure they have video walkthroughs, right? Like if you're going to list with somebody and entrust them with your most valuable asset, your home, make sure that you can find video walkthroughs. Make sure that they actually have a YouTube channel. That's how you're finding us. If they don't have those video walkthroughs and they don't have a YouTube channel, I'd seriously consider not working with the person. You need to make sure that someone's embracing all of the various types of social media that are out there, because it's super important to get your home out in front of as many buyers as it can possibly be. And it's super important that if you're a buyer, that agent's really well connected so they can reach out to other agents that they know, see what they might have coming available. You don't want a secret agent, right? And a lot of real estate agents, because they only sell on average 5 homes a year, are quite frankly secret agents. Last but not least, people that are not very responsive. If you can't get a response between really like 9 in the morning and 8 at night in less than 30 minutes, I would really question if that's the person you should be working with. Because even if they're busy, they should have a team that backs them up. And that's why it's really important to work with a team. I think teams are the future of real estate, and it's very hard for an individual practitioner to be the person that shows you the home, does all the marketing, does all the contract writing, does all the contract review. I'm not saying it can't be done, but it really gets to be a lot of individual agents get to be a jack of all trades and a master of none. You need to work with somebody that has a ton of support. You want to make sure that all the I's are dotted, all the T's are crossed, and when you want to see a home, it can be shown to you. And that can happen with a team. All 5 of the real estate names that we've talked about are all teams. They're all fairly large teams, and that's why they have such great online presence and reviews, including ours. So top teams in the Twin Cities and top agents come in really all shapes and sizes, for lack of a better term, because that's the truth of the matter. You guys need to find out who's the perfect person for you. And I would encourage you, do your research. Don't just sign with the first person you meet. Make sure that you do due diligence, because you're dealing with your most valuable asset. Just like if you're dealing with your stock portfolio or your 401k, you wouldn't just go with a buddy's friend, right? And in some cases, if your buddy's friend is one of these top 5 teams, that might be the perfect person to go with. But don't go with somebody that just sells 5 homes a year, because that's what the average agent does. You want to make sure that you go with somebody that fits your real estate needs and that has done this for a long period of time. So if you have any questions, please put those in the comments below. You also can shoot us a DM. We'd be happy to answer any question that we possibly can. And we look forward to seeing you at the next house.